The name of the Lord, saints of the Most High God. This is Apostle Michael Davis Jr., the senior pastor of the New Testament Believers Fellowship Church, coming to you live and direct on a sunny and hot day in Nashville, Tennessee, which is around 90-something degrees outside. It's hot as ever. But, that was a bee that just went past my head. Well, I just wanted to talk to you. I want you to understand, in all things you need to give thanks to God for everything. Your good times, your bad times, all these things. And there are going to be those times that you have to make those hard decisions that can even affect the lives of other people. But you have to understand, there are those times that some people have to learn things on their own. If you keep on giving a handout to people, you're not really helping them, you're handicapping them. And I'm a firm believer of not giving a handout, but a hand up. In other words, help people up to be able to help themselves. But if people choose not to help themselves, then that's a problem. You know, I once heard this story before, that this person, that there was a story about a man that it was a great flood. And the man was saying, well, God, I need you to send somebody to come and save me so I won't drown. And, you know, so I'm kind of paraphrasing about how I heard the story. You know, they said first, the flood came, the man, you know, God sent some people in the boat for this, to save this man from the flood. The man said no. So the people from the boat went away. Then, to go further, as the water rose, God sent somebody in a helicopter to come and rescue the person with a ladder. And they said no. But ultimately, the person died. They drowned. And then when they got up and stood before God, they asked the Lord, well, Lord, why didn't you send somebody to come and help me to get out of the situation where I would drown and not drown, and now I'm standing here before you? God said, his reply was, well, I sent the people that had the boat that will rescue you, but you said no, you didn't take it. Then I sent the people with the helicopter with the ladder, and all you had to do was climb up the ladder to be saved, but you said no. You told them to keep going. And now you're standing here before me. I gave you every chance and the tools to be able to do what you needed to do, and you didn't do it. And what will God say ultimately to this person? Depart from me, you worker of iniquity. I don't know you. See, there are a lot of people out there that expect people to do stuff for them and them not do it themselves. And the Bible speaks about laziness and the sluggard, as they call it in the Bible, in the book of Proverbs. Laziness will cause you to go to a devil's hell. Because if God told you directly to do something and you didn't do it, just as we know about the story of the parable of the 10 talents, where there was the 3 servants. One servant was given 5 talents. One was given 2, and one was given 1. And the other ones, the one with the 5 and the one with the 2, increased theirs, but the one with the 1 hid his because he was afraid and he did nothing with it. Saints of God, do not be lazy. You know, if the ant, who is such a small creature who God has created, works diligently to do everything every day, to store up food, to prepare for winter, to make sure the needs are met for the whole colony, why can't we get up off our butts and do what God has called us to do? It is sickening to just see people all day, every day, waste time and not be productive. One thing of non-producing was when there was the 5 wise virgins and the 5 foolish ones. The 5 wise virgins were all ready to enter to the bridegroom chamber. The foolish ones didn't have the lamps trimmed right. They didn't have the stuff in order. And when the groom came, the 5 virgins that were wise went in with the groom, and the 5 foolish ones were out. As I said before, do not be lazy. Laziness and fear will cause you to go to hell. If God tells you or commands you to do something, don't make excuses and lie and say, I didn't know, or I don't want to, and all of that other stuff. And be true to yourself. Be honest. Don't lie and say that you couldn't do something, and you know you can, and you know you have the ability, and God has given you the ability, but you complain and complain and complain and try to wait on other people to get stuff done for you. That is pure laziness. What did the Bible speak of in Nehemiah 4 and 6? It said the people had a mind to work. So you have to be a person that has a mind to work, to get up off of your butt and do something that God has told you to do. Because God ain't going to move until you have obeyed what he has told you to do. People of God, this is the word of the day. Do not be lazy what God has given you. Get up off your butt and work and do what God has commanded.